If Islam truly controlled women, why did it give women rights 1,400 years ago that the West only recognized a few decades ago? That question alone changes the whole conversation. Today, when people hear the word Islam, they picture oppressed women, covered faces, no voice, no choice. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people criticizing Islam have never actually read what Islam says about women. They are reacting to culture, politics, and media stereotypes, not Islamic teachings. So let's talk facts, not fear, truth, not trends. Islam did not come to control women. It came to liberate them. Before Islam, women in Arabia were inherited like property. Baby girls were buried alive. Women could not own land, could not choose marriage, could not inherit wealth. Islam ended all of that. The Quran condemned female infanticide publicly and strongly. It gave women the right to life when society denied it. That alone is not control. That is revolution. Islam gave women the right to own property, not with permission from a father or husband, but independently. At a time when women in Europe were considered possessions, Muslim women were running businesses, owning land, managing wealth. Khadija, the wife of Prophet Muhammad, was a successful businesswoman. She employed men, including the Prophet himself, before marriage. Let that sink in. The first supporter of Islam, the first believer, was a woman, not because she was controlled, but because she was respected. Islam gave women the right to consent in marriage. No consent means no marriage. Forced marriage is forbidden in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad said, "A woman cannot be married without her permission." That statement alone destroys the narrative of control. Islam gave women the right to education. The Prophet said, "Seeking knowledge is mandatory for every Muslim, male and female." Islam gave women the right to inheritance. Yes, the shares can differ, but here's what people forget. Islam also placed financial responsibility on men. Men must provide housing, food, clothing, protection, regardless of a woman's wealth. A woman's money is hers. She is not required to spend it on anyone. That is not oppression. That is financial security. Now let's talk about modesty, because this is where most accusations come from. Islam does not command women to dress modestly alone. It commands men first. Men are told to lower their gaze, control their desires, respect women. Modesty in Islam is not about hiding women. It is about valuing them beyond their bodies. In America, we say women are free, but women are constantly judged by their looks, pressured to expose more, sell more, perform more. Islam says, your value is not your body. Your worth is your character. That is protection, not control. Now here's the hardest truth to accept. Oppression exists in some Muslim societies, but oppression is not Islam. Culture is not religion. Tradition is not divine command. When Islam is ignored, women suffer. When Islam is followed, women thrive. Many of the practices blamed on Islam, honor killings, forced marriages, denial of education, are explicitly forbidden in Islam. Blaming Islam for cultural abuse is like blaming Christianity for colonialism or racism. It ignores context and truth. The Prophet Muhammad stood up when his daughter Fatima entered the room. He kissed her forehead, seated her where he sat. He said, "The best of you are the best to their women." That is the standard. Islam does not silence women. Women were scholars, teachers, leaders, narrators of hadith, even advisors in political matters. Aisha, the wife of the Prophet, taught thousands of men and women, including major male scholars. Controlled women do not teach nations. Islam recognizes differences between men and women, but difference does not mean inequality. Equality does not mean sameness. It means fairness. Men and women are not identical, but they are equally valuable. Islam does not ask women to become men. nor men to become women. It honors both. So when someone asks, does Islam support women or control them? The honest answer is this. Islam supports women, but people sometimes control them. Islam elevates women, but culture sometimes suppresses them. Islam gives rights, but humans sometimes deny them. Judge Islam by its teachings, not by those who fail to live up to them. If Islam truly controlled women, it would not have survived in the hearts of millions of educated, confident, strong women today. Women who choose Islam not because they are forced, but because they are convinced. And that choice, that freedom, that dignity, that is the real story.